Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx from Whtye, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellas from Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Oh, excited man in boxing. Man in boxing. Led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Hey, Steven, man, you really believe that stuff? Oh, man, come on. You really believe that stuff you be saying?
Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, you got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to check. That's $3. That's a rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout-outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there. $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, you know, you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new videos, some of the videos in the All-Stars will too, and priority reply in the comments. So I see in the comments you get priority reply. No, instantly that's $20 a month. So let me know what you guys think. Don't have a Patreon no more, so here's where you're gonna get some of that exclusive content I used to have on the Patreon. Peace.
Man, 122 pounds, 10-5, man. What the Goodfellas Sports TV,
Goodfellas Sports.
Hey, qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, canal. Ánimo.
All right, man. Rest in peace to John Madden, dude. Everybody checking out, man. I want to make sure everybody know life is too short. In the words of the great Oakland rapper, Too Short. Life is too short. All right, man. Don't take the people around you for granted. Make sure you spend the time, because when the time comes, when it's time to leave, you can say, you know what, man, I put the time in with them. It's no woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda been, whatever the situation may be. Okay. So, you know, we just got to hope that we win more than we lose. That's what life is about. Like that Meek Mill album was wins and losses. You just hope while you here, you win more than you lose. Okay. A lot of people you think winning because they got money, but they not, man. I had a long day. I'm not going to be on camera today, bro. It's been a long day. There our boy go. He barked. It got to be a cat. It got to be somebody walking by. All right. Okay. Got the flow. There, okay. When he bark, I usually get up, bro. Unless I hear car door slam. What's going on, man? Mad Dog Ace Zach, what's going on? We let y'all win. We need number 2 and number 1 pick. But yeah, man. Apparently Jake Paul flopped. Kambosos post a poll. Lomachenko, Haney, Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis asking the fans who he want to fight in Australia. Then Dillian White is asked for $10 million to fight Fury. That's reported. Coming from Bob Arum. But first, let's address this Errol tweet. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm good. Let's address this Errol tweet. Like, okay, on Instagram, I posted the actual tweet of Errol, and they started talking about, oh, you a clown and this, that, and the third. Like I said before, man. Do your research before you speak to me. Okay? Niggas need to do their research, man. I'm gonna fire back because if you call me a clown, you gotta call like 90% of the boxing community clowns. Okay? You gotta call the local dummy boxing community clowns. They sit here and create narratives. But when it comes to Spence, and I don't know. I don't know if they think Spence cute or something. I'm starting to think the Spence affair is sexual. Okay, I really am. I'm starting to think the Spence affair is sexual. I mean, you got people who get mad at memes. Well, shit, get creative and make your own memes. Oh, you hating on this? Man, look here, man. I ain't gotta be hating on nobody. You so-called boxing aficionados is watered down. Fake ass coaches and all that type of shit, man. Coaches talking about 60-40 and talking, making business moves. But my bad, we on the wrong thing. That's the Kambosos poll. I'll get there. You can join. All right. So all it take, you need to be calling the clowns who don't do the investigation. All it takes is this. Everybody want to be first. Everybody, like Carcino said, everybody want to be first. You got to get the facts together. So this is the tweet everybody ran off with. This is the tweet. All right. This is the tweet and this is what I put on Instagram. Okay, I should have put a caption in because these niggas slow. But this is the tweet. Not buying the pay-per-view, not asking you as regular TV. So people took this tweet and ran off with. I heard Blood talk about, that's why I use Twitter, this, that, and the third. Man, I'm not even a proficient, 100% or 90% proficient Twitter user. But I know if you click on this tweet right here, it's a subtweet. You get the whole thing. Now, what the whole thing say? And I shouldn't even have to break my day. Or I had an important day. I shouldn't have to break my day to explain elementary shit. Okay. He says, make sure you catch Frank Martin this Saturday on Fox before the pay-per-view. 14-0, 10 knockouts versus Romero Dono, 24, 2 knockouts, Fox 5 p.m. He said, I'm not buying the pay-per-view. Obviously, Mr. Chris Jamello couldn't read the basic. Couldn't read the basic literature. Okay, he said this right before Fox before the pay-per-view. He said, I'm not buying the pay-per-view. And that's what Spence went and subtweeted and said, I'm not asking you to buy this on regular TV. And this is elementary shit, bro. This is elementary. You can't use Twitter, man. You always fact check. When news is going around, you always fact check it. If the rumor take you to somewhere that you usually don't hear break news or ain't a major publication, it's not valid, bro. It's as simple as that. It just took a couple seconds to fact check. That's it. That's it. And I guarantee a lot of these dudes didn't even take the video down, bro. It take a couple seconds to fact check that. Come on. People say, the boycott first team. No. Okay, no, it didn't. So this all it took was a couple seconds to figure out, like, you know what I'm saying, where we at with it. So if you can't use Twitter, man, you can't do this. You shouldn't even be reporting news off of Twitter. And people ran with this story, and it was a hogwash. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it was hogwash. You know what I'm saying? So it's just simple as that, bro. Everybody want to be first. Everybody want to be first. Francisco, salute. He said, good. Hopefully Jake Paul disappears. Now I doubt it. Like Lon Killer said in our text chat, he said he did 23 more than Tank. But this is where we at with it. A fake to people not doing their homework, bro. And pushing false information when it only took a couple clicks. He said, I got robbed some channels because I said stop all the man down talk. Last person Spence put to sleep was Yellow Bees, and you asked for that one. You know he's gonna block you for that one. But it's just simple. You have to learn these things. You have to learn which publications is factual, which ones isn't. It takes time. And it's a lot of veteran people who probably ran with this, bro. Probably a lot of vets in the game that ran with this because they need content. That's why you don't talk just one particular sport. These dudes don't even know boxing. But that is the actual factual on this. So there you go right there. I'll debunk that real quick. So now, we can go wherever y'all want to go with this one. We can go to the poll. We can go to Jake Paul numbers. We can go to Fury, Dillian White. Let me know where y'all want to go next set. in the comment section. Let me know where y'all want to go to. Because people, having Jake Paul did 65K, good. I really don't care. I respect anybody getting that ring for the most part, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't talk about Jake Paul numbers. Nobody comment. Okay. I guess I go to Jake Paul first. Tyron Woodley 2 numbers. So so they're saying it flopped. They're saying it flopped like May's second album. Did it flop? I don't know. So this is what this is the alleged story. They said reportedly, and they said he did 65K. What was that fight? Damn, what was that fight? Wasn't like 2 Saturdays ago now? So it's probably the validity to it. So some dudes say we have learned that Jake Paul versus Tyron only 2 bombed on cable satellite pay-per-view. Numbers are below November's AEW Full Gear, which did under 65,000 on terrestrial TV. Streaming numbers are unknown, so ain't nobody streaming that shit off the app. He says, fight work will say fighters believe. He said that is, excuse me, this Steve say, this is a fair argument. Only other thing that comes to mind, no one wanted to see the rematch. That was the 6 combat sports pay-per-view in 6 weeks. 4 boxing, 2 UFC. With Crawford, Porter, Tank, Cruz, Paul, Woodley being overpriced. Way too many pay-per-views, so it's completely believable. Add on the digital buys, you're looking at around 100K. The actor's wearing thin, which is why he's begging for UFC for access to their stars. They invest tens of $millions in cultivative. So yeah, whatever. Let me see cultivative. Whatever, I can't get the tweet. But it is what it is. I can care less. I streamed it. I didn't know Jake Paul existed, to be honest. So to be real, I didn't know he existed. But I'm not surprised. Too many misinformed casual fans running on social media. Facts, Francisco. Rob Rodriguez, salute. Jake Paul is a clown. Jake Paul clown numbers. People got to stop getting in the ring with dude. Facts. Why do you think he said he wanted a big name? He told on himself. He just did an article where he said he wanted to insert where he said he wanted a big name. That's why he's negotiating with he's negotiating with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. You know what I'm saying? And Chavez don't represent us. So what's going on, Shamark?
What's going on, man?
Not much.
Just cooling.
What you think about the Jake Paul rumors?
What are the rumors?
He did 65K with Woodley, the second fight.
I'm not surprised. No one wants to fucking see the rematch. Did you want to see the rematch?
I didn't really care. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. We want to see that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, Woodley Jake Paul rematch after the first fight.
That's why he's trying. That's why he's trying to do the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight.
Yeah, the guy doesn't let his hands go. No one's trying to see a Woodley rematch.
Nope. Woodley did hurt him. You know what I'm saying? He did knock him to the ropes, but that's about it.
Yeah.
People buy if he fought somebody like Errol Spence, Crawford, or somebody like better BF, Canelo. People watch that.
Yeah, 100%.
But you might want to see you beating up on guys who can't fight.
Yeah, 100%.
He's
just gonna keep strategically picking guys he can beat, and I can't knock him for it.
Me neither. If they paying you, so I ain't mad at. Long as you ain't doing shit to kids and you ain't stealing money, I don't care. You ain't stealing.
100%. Yeah.
Showtime is the one that's gonna be on their butt.
Yeah, and if we're being 100% honest, this guy's not a boxer. He's a YouTuber, and he's not bad for a YouTuber. If we're being honest.
There's a few ways he make money. He fights somebody like Tyson. He fight a real boxer that people know, or he fight his brother. I pay for that. I pay for watching fight his brother. Call me a sucker.
Yeah. His brother.
He said his brother took his girlfriend.
Serious?
Yeah, it was an interview on the Breakfast Club. He said his brother took his girlfriend. He looked a little hurt. This was a while ago though. He looked a little hurt. That's why I said it makes sense. His mom probably wouldn't allow it. Jake should just fight bums that are 4 and 31 to build a fandom from free TV. The circuit act is up. Yeah, true. They said 6 pay-per-views in 6 weeks. Plus, they don't even count the Wilder Fury and the Andy Ruiz joint.
Yeah, he just keeps beating MMA guys, and I think he's going to continue doing so.
Ben Askren looked the absolute worst.
Yeah.
I said, what work was Ben Askren doing, bro? Bro, he literally was as straight up as a pencil, bro. It wasn't a European straight up type of style. That dude, bro, I can beat him, bro. Hand-to-hand combat. Anybody, 100%. Yeah, man, I can train my daughter to beat him. No cap. People saying Bob wants Fury to fight Robert Langston. Well, I'll get to the Bob thing. We almost off. We'll be off there. Chavez Jr. and Paul still circus show. Well, yeah, Chavez don't represent us, though. You know what I'm saying? And Chavez asked for 50-50. Chavez did $1 million pay-per-views with Canelo. So, I mean, he got a leg to stand on. Well, sadly, it's proved that pay-per-view is dying. Oh, well, the digital era is killing pay-per-view. Digitally, I mean, if I can get the same quality on pay-per-view on TV closer, then you got bars. You always have fight parties. You know what I'm saying? So they losing money by not opening the theaters up too. I spend $20 on the fight. Me losing $20, it's not gonna make me break me. Me losing $70, I could have spent that on some Hennessy, some Benihanas. I could have spent that elsewhere. Could have bought some tires. Could have bought some shit for the dog. Like $70. I'm not, I know $100 is a new $20 bill in America, but I ain't in the business of wasting $100. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry, bro. He said if Canelo couldn't knock out Chavez, you expect. Well, it's what it is. Chavez is a different caliber fighter now. And he fought like 2 Saturdays ago. I didn't even think about this pay-per-view numbers, bro. I swear to God, it just never crossed my mind until I woke up and somebody texted to me. I totally forgot about this fight. Other than they said his mama looked like she was happy he lost. Josh Sun salute. He said, what about Jake Paul and Anderson Silva? He don't want to bark up that tree. Anderson Silva is a legitimate boxer, bro.
Yeah.
He might, look, if he just beat a few of these dudes, he might go down as the best combat sportsman of all time. You talking about all around?
Yeah, Anderson Silva would fuck him up.
Yeah,
he knows not to fuck with him.
Man, yeah, man, that dude Anderson Silva didn't fought the second calling, bro.
Yeah.
He looked proficient in everything, bro. So
yeah,
imagine if he didn't tear his leg up, how good he would have been. Yeah. Chavez saying he had one professional loss or something like that, and he thought shit was sweet. And he found out shit wasn't sweet. He legitimately can box, bro. Everybody talk about Adesanya, but I put my money on Anderson Silva to beat him.
Yeah, boxing wise, 100%.
He might beat some cruiserweights if he can take the punch and go to a distance. I like Jake Paul and Silva. Jake Paul had resources to be super active. He fought like 4 times this year. Did he fight 4? It was like 2, wasn't he? Hold on. 1, 2. I think got a box record and everything. That's wild. Oh, okay. He fought he fought 3 times this year. He should do it on free TV. He should do it on free. I do that shit on free TV, bro. They sure took a while to expose the paper. They did. And I thought Showtime didn't release pay-per-view numbers according to Stephen Espinoza. I thought they didn't release them. Come on. Thought they didn't release them, bro. So that means Tank probably did way below that. 10,000 people probably bought Tank pay-per-view. You ain't heard shit from Tank yet. Ain't no residual back-end check coming for you, bro. That's just the gate. Silva scooping Chavez, former world champ, proves he's a legit pro boxer over him easily, bro. He's not beating any real fighters. No, of course not. He's not beating him and Macaboo. He wouldn't beat Macaboo. I didn't think I see Macaboo fight him close in. He wouldn't beat my mans over there. What's my mans that look like Wilder a little bit from the UK? Lawrence of Cali. You know what I'm saying? He not beating Marius Breedish. Not beating Oscar Rivas. He's not beating Brian Jennings. Not to put Brian Jennings down. But Brian Jennings is on the smaller side of being a heavyweight. He couldn't beat those guys. Vitor Belfort is going to shadow Ram if he fights Chad Dawson. Yeah, Chad was one of my favorite fighters of all time. Wilder brother, why Oscar didn't jump back in there with Vitor? Wilder brother should have fought Jake Paul, a real cruiserweight. I mean, yeah, he did go to sleep too, though. So he went to sleep, but yeah, Jake, maybe Marcellus don't want to box no more. Marcellus, that's a good thing. Y'all should hit Marcellus up. You think they can wiggle Jake Paul in the W? Oh, hell no. You crazy as hell. You crazy. The 50th ranked, I'd be like, I say the 40th ranked cruiserweight, the bridgerweight, heavyweight, light heavyweight will destroy him.
Yo, CJ.
Yeah. Hold on real quick. Darnell Boone will destroy him right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, so what's up with Blu-ray becoming a blogger all of a sudden? Why is he creating YouTube videos?
Hold on, my bad. He said, I heard somebody tell me he said he ain't gonna be working with Errol. He don't know if he working with Errol.
Yeah, he seems a little butthurt about that, honestly.
It is what it is. That's a good check for him. He did all that rah-rah, and then he called me a liar. I never said you wasn't, but pretty much it was the truth. Why the brother can't box? He can't beat Conor Ben. Yeah, Conor Ben kind of small though. Conor Ben kind of small.
Yeah, that white guy did confirm he's doing strength and conditioning for Errol, by the way.
RP John Madden though, yeah. RP to John Madden, man. It is what it is. His legacy will live on through his shitty football games of recently. He can't even beat all right smaller guys. I heard the gate for Tank fight did good. Well, cool. I'm not doubting it. You know, what's up, TBE?
What's up, CJ? Hey, listen, CJ. Mauricio Suleiman is gonna give Jake Paul a franchise belt so he can fight Canelo.
Well, look here, man. I tune in for that one. Canelo didn't send him to the shadow realm, man. Because I'm really gonna go in on Canelo.
Yeah, so you people saying that Jake Paul gonna get in the rankings, he gonna get a belt from Mauricio Suleiman. Probably a WBC belt, some kind of WBC franchise belt or something.
The Whtye Lala WBC, the Christopher Columbus belt. The Christopher Columbus belt, watch. Colonizers. You know, his mom didn't sit down the whole fight, bro. Versus Woodley.
Whose mom?
I think it was Jake Paul's mom. His whole family didn't sit down for the whole Woodley fight. Yeah. But he said beat dog say he said he doesn't exist. He doesn't know if he will be working with him yet. Come on, we see the white man in there working with him. How you don't know you're gonna be working with him if he already starting to spar and train? Like, come on, bro. You think if you do. I ain't got nothing against him, but you ain't gonna be talking shit about me and on some shit I ain't even say. People be going off what people say and don't even watch the actual video.
So you started it look like this whole boycott thing is picking up steam.
Well, yeah, actual boycott, I don't mean as far as the not talking about the fight. Just stream that bitch. Just stream that shit. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but now they're saying that the fight is gonna be free.
No, that's not true. We just debunked that. That's not true. Here. He was talking. Look, this is exactly what I'll go back for TV. Hold on. This is what happened. These niggas is lying. They just run what somebody else said. So this is the original tweet, right? Where he says, not asking you to buy buy on pay-per-view regular TV, but this was the actual tweet. Okay, which we on? Make sure you will catch Frank Martin this Saturday on Fox before the pay-per-view 14-0 KO versus Mario Dono on Fox PM Eastern. He said Saturday on Fox before the pay-per-view. He said, I'm not buying the pay-per-view. Then he goes and responds to him. Hold on. And he says, I'm not asking you. It's on regular TV talking about the James Martin fight before Luis Ortiz and Ortiz is the prelim card. So that's debunked right there.
Well, Frank Martin is promoted by Errol Spence. Is that?
I don't know. I know he's training with Derek James.
So these are the straws that they're grabbing at? Man, they're desperate, bro.
No, they're desperate.
Yeah.
It took a couple clicks to fact check.
Wow. I mean, people done did whole videos on that, man.
Delete them. Take them down.
You got
boxing camera.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing.
And I seen it, and it just took a couple clicks. That's it. Not even 5 clicks. Come on, man.
I mean, Blue Blood did a whole video about how Errol Spence made the fans still have to pay for it because it's going to be on subscription TV, and like he's laughing at the fans because the fans still going to have to pay no matter what. Now, Errol Spence didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? He just had that.
Bro, Blue Blood and Fanon, like, bro, they are
These
fucking
guys are
trash.
ridiculous. I mean,
Some of the worst
Spence didn't say
channels.
nothing like that. But he's out there talking about, oh, yeah, the Spence, well, yeah. Yeah, they're still going to have to pay. They thought they wasn't have to pay, but they're going to have to pay anyway. Because now, it's going to be on subscription TV, and you pay for subscription TV. So if you're paying for subscription TV, then you're still paying for the fight, even though you don't want to pay for the fight.
He be making shit up, bro.
That shit is.
He be making shit up, bro. That proves that he has no sources.
I mean, wow.
But the channels that clickbait, they get the most
super chat.
Yeah, he be making shit up. 704 Joe said, "You from Charlotte? I thought you from Texas, bro. Maybe Jake Paul can fight on the undercard of Spence, welterweight champion. Okay, man. Boy, that nigga, that gotta be Errol Spence. That got to be that nigga's burner, bro. I love but Jake Paul could fight him. He said Jake Paul could fight him for the Nickelodeon belt made. That should have had more prestige than the rest of these belts. The kids are paid. Street's been saying Tank Cheney. Maybe that's why Floyd. I heard that from somebody. I heard that from somebody legit. When they protecting a prospect, like when they protecting a fighter like that, man, or they matchmake him a certain way, that's how you know he ain't good versus a certain style. Look at Rocky. What was it? Rocky 3. Canelo would probably catch a body in that fight. Well, shit. I miss my uncle Charles. He should be gone in front of his home. We didn't do nothing wrong. Shit, bye. Definitely. Jake Paul should be fighting Zab Celebrity Boxing League. But shout out to Zab, man. Definitely a Hall of Famer. Zab would be eating today, bro. Zab and Josh Taylor be a good fight. The YouTube belt for Canelo fight. I put up some money for the sanctioning fee. As long as Canelo do what he need to be done. Jake Paul needs to go to UFC. That boy gonna be in a well. He got a wrestling background, which it ain't to the extent of and Ben Askren and Woodley. He got hands, but I'm telling you, man, nobody want to get kicked upside the head, and people got to understand. I think it was one homies explaining to me. He trained on Oakland. He said you can't keep your hands up in MMA. It's not like boxing because you got to defend against kicks and takedowns, so your hands kind of got to be in a neutral zone. So you can't pick your hands up like that. It's a different sport. Not even just the gloves, man, because the gloves, the MMA gloves, people think they're more punch effective, but when you put a boxing glove on, you literally putting a baseball bat in a balloon. That's what it feels like. It's a casting hand in a balloon. So you talking about 8 or 10 ounce gloves, bro. Once you learn to punch through the targets, it's just as effective as UFC gloves because you cast the hand. The UFC glove don't have that much padding around the knuckle. But you literally, especially if you stacking a wrap, you basically putting a sock in a lock or putting a baseball bat in a gym bag and you swinging and hitting somebody. Or that's what it is, bro. And y'all know what Margarito allegedly was trying to do was put something in and make it even harder. So Jake Paul needs to go to UFC. Okay, I read that one. Yeah, man, put on a boxing glove and see how shit. The workout is no hoe. He talking about Frank. Yeah, he talking about Frank Martin. And somebody said, you a clown for posting this time? What? I just ain't got the mood today. So people can actually run with that. Yup, without a couple clicks. Jay Rue, salute. Jay White, my bad. They looking for anything. I'll do anything. I was just listening to that by Jay. What you think about Ruiz and Fury fight? Well, I think for Ruiz, if he on point, he give Fury some problems. That probably be a fight. Whoever got a better chin. And Mexicans love getting hit. That turn them motherfuckers on. That's damn near better than sex for them. That's a good fight. Fury can't see those punches. I'm telling y'all, man, Fury can't see those. I've seen too many fights, man. He struggled versus shorter guys. He not gonna sit there and play the back foot versus Usyk or Ruiz. He gonna press.
Ja, men jag kan peace.
You said what?
Ja, men jag kan peace.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Shamark, man. Anytime you want to come on, you got it.
All right, man. Peace.
Yeah, peace. I know it's late over there. DM Josh Sport, you gotta come on one day, Job, man. Job, you know what he's talking about. He said, "Boss continues to ignore the fundamentals of customer service. The customer is always right. Give the fans what they want." Facts. New York City got some of the best customer service I've seen. You know, down a little Times Square, man, compared to Detroit, man. You wanted number 2, nigga. You said no pickles, bitch. You like, hold on. Oh no, shit. Hell yeah, I like going to New York. Vegas got pretty good. They asking like $10 for a bottle of Dasani. They smoking crack. You go to Vegas, man, before you hit the strip, man, go to Family Dollar Tree and get you a case of water, bro. And then your alternative is like your alternative is like a liter of that crystal water. What's that called? Shit, it's like mountain water. It's not the mountain. It's something, man. Like, bruh. And then
Crystal
they water
Springs or whatever. Yeah.
Then they water out the tap is disgusting. Yeah, thank God for hotel ice. Zab will whoop Taylor in his prime. That's a good fight. Think about Taylor. He gonna take a shot. Zab gonna work for that win. It ain't just no easy shit. Zab gonna work for that shit. Just got smaller don't mean he can't beat your butt. Josh or other smaller guys stop Paul. I could. But fight somebody your own size though. My cousin just asked me that today. I meant to ask you what you think about Jake Paul. I beat his ass. Already knowing the boxing gloves ain't nothing to play at all, bro. That's a cast, bro. That's a cast, man. And then they knuckles are conditioned. Have you ever shook a fighter's hand? I shook Gary Russell's hand, man. So this little nigga got some, you know.
Yeah,
nigga
you ever got hit by a fighter?
Man, I got hit plenty of times. It's precise.
Yeah, boy.
It's no going hand. You got to scoop them niggas. And if you try to scoop them, you might eat an uppercut or something. You just got to you really got to throw a trash can like Streets of Rage, some shit, and sneak their ass. You got to throw a trash can or some shit, big. Like, hell, you right.
They're deadly weapons, man. They have deadly weapons, bro.
They are, bro. You might as well get hit by a bat.
Yep.
And it's precise. Remember AB knocked my man's out on the Vegas Strip? Allegedly. You see that video? He knocked my man's out with a right hook? Allegedly.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
look, my AB did that shit effortlessly. Old boy head flew up. He flew across the damn strip. Yeah, like I said, these niggas be talking this shit on the internet, man. When you see these niggas, you know, it's different energy. Hell yeah, these niggas will, man. You gonna have to shoot. Unless you got a wrestling tag. But the thing about taking somebody down, man, you gotta take a risk. It's a risk. I'd rather be a kicker than you gotta be able to kick.
You gotta do a lot more than kicking.
If you can kick and keep your hands up, you might have a chance. You might have a small chance.
You gotta know what you're doing out there, man.
Yeah, man.
You gotta be sleeping and sliding, you know. So
yeah, and then they condition. Then you can't
run.
Be
like Caleb Plant, you know what I'm saying? Walking up to Canelo with his hand behind his back like he's going to a picnic. I mean, this guy's crazy, man. I mean, this is a fight. You walk up to the guy with your hand behind your back. How do you do? I mean, I wouldn't even feel right doing that. I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I gotta have my shit ready.
I mean, come on, man. And then Canelo pushed him.
And then that nigga don't. Man, I knew he was losing. When I seen that video, him getting Caleb Plant getting clapped by Canelo, I told y'all he was losing. I ain't believe he reading too much into it, bruh. If a nigga cut you at the press conference, man, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Nigga cut me at the press conference, man. You know he wasn't winning. That's common sense, bro. Oh, what's my man's really bow pieced up? That nigga didn't cut. He hit that nigga with a 3-piece. That nigga massage. They didn't get his Caleb Plant a sweetest massage. I seen Masseuse apply more pressure than that punch. Nigga cut. Then get up there saying they hunted me on the amateurs. They did this. They did that. I said, man, it ain't even got nothing to do that he white, man. I'm sorry. I just know he wasn't.
He was just glad to be up there with the big boy. He didn't expect to win. You know, so he was just talking the talk, but he wasn't really walking the way.
He probably asked for 80% of the purse up front.
You know what I'm saying? He was just glad to be one of the guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
he gonna talk at Canelo's Oh yeah, what's up, Metropolitan? He gonna talk at Canelo's
What's up,
Hall of
CJ?
Fame. He gonna talk at Canelo's Hall of Fame induction. He gonna induct Canelo into the Hall of Fame. I knew when he punched me in my eye and he cut me, he was the real deal. I knew I wasn't gonna win the fight, so I asked Al for 80% advance up front. Watch, that's what I tell you. The Fury fight ain't for them belts. He should just take another tune-up. Okay, I'm talking about. Go ahead, you good? Go ahead.
Hey, so yo, Spence has said not long ago that he had no more interest and he didn't want to fight Canelo. But but you just saying that I know it's funny, but you right on. I still think he's stupid enough to let Al walk him into that ass whooping for except
Man.
the price that went up to about $30 million.
That fight is not going to happen, boy. It's all capped.
For 30, come kick my ass.
It's capped. It's all capped. It's not going to happen. The only reason they're talking about Canelo is because of the Bud situation again. It got nothing to do with Canelo. He ain't thinking about fighting Canelo. He would never fight Canelo. It ain't going to happen. Look what
What's
Canelo's
up,
at.
TBE?
Canelo's at cruiserweight, man. What's up?
Yeah, how you doing, man? Hey, I gotta find your channel too, man. I wanna, cause I wanna.
I'm putting in a private chat.
Okay, cool, yeah, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, he was saying that you right, but I'm with you though. I mean,
it's all 100% cap. 100%.
I was just
You can
put
put money
to
on
myself if he that stupid, I mean, because it's bad financial advice not to fight Crawford in 2 fights, and you gonna do that, but man. Yo, but hold up though.
My bad.
This
That's
whole
hold on real quick.
y'all.
Hold on real quick. I put TBE channel in the description. I'm gonna put in a private chat too for y'all, Metropolitan. My bad.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks, CJ.
Yeah, thank you. And CJ, one other thing. I was trying to look you up to for Cash App, but I didn't see it the way it's described on the ticker here.
You can highlight it. It's in the description too.
Okay.
You can highlight it. Let me see if it'll work. It's a dollar sign. My bad. I gotta change that. It's a dollar sign.
Yeah, it's a dollar sign with a small J. Right. That's what it was. I was like, I said that.
You can always hit me up on Twitter. I'll send you the direct link.
I ain't on Twitter. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you get my phone number. It don't matter.
Okay. But but check this out. So this whole poll thing with Kambosos. Look, when when Eddie Hearns showed that money, probably it's gonna be about 8 to 10 million. Guaranteeing. So they're gonna make the fight with Haney. Because I'm gonna tell you like this. Bob Arum is if Kambosos is stupid enough to try to go fight Lomachenko, Bob Arum gonna lowball the hell out of that, dude. He ain't gonna. Bob Arum don't want to pay. Bob Arum probably thinking to himself, I can get this asshole for. I can bid $3 or $4 million, maybe $3 million or $4 million, and pay him a little bit more than Lomachenko, and Loma beat him, and then we control it, the lightweight division. That's exactly what Bob Arum is thinking. And Kambosos, I mean, this poll and all this whole stupid shit like that. All this is shenanigans and negotiation tactics. And Eddie Hearn gonna come up with that money because he's gonna call up the Russian billionaire who owned DAZN, and lay it out. And in addition to the fact that Haney's probably got their $5 million, he got he'll come up with the rest of it, the other half. Like I said, 8 to 10 million is what it's gonna be. And that's what's going to end up. That's how they're going to make that fight. Now, whether it happened in Australia with the fact that they are on lockdown now is a whole nother ball game.
They're true.
That's an optimistic outlook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, it is what it is. But he's saying Australia, so I mean, that's up to him.
He keeps saying that, but like I said, man, I put it like this. I mean, money does talk, but the way it's going down in Australia, man, he better off. I mean, that's why I say it's going to be $8 million to $10 million altogether, because if the fight has to happen in Vegas, he's going to want an extra $1 or $2 million for the simple fact that he can't get the fight in Australia.
Yep.
And if Eddie Hearn and them probably are like, look, man, look at what's going on in your country. You talking about you just getting back home and shit. Nah.
Yep, you're definitely right.
You think that fight's gonna happen next?
Might not.
Maybe not next. I said, I don't see him. I think Kambosos basically is vacationing, and they checking in. That him and the team, they conferring, so forth and so on. But and as long as and him and his team and Eddie Hearn is talking, because I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't see Al Heyman wanting to come up with any significant money for that fight, for him to fight Tank. For one, Top Rank damn sure ain't gonna do it. But Bob would love to finagle his way into this, but Kambosos realized that look, this is his way to get paid. He looking to get paid big money, and and Golden Boy ain't even in the picture on this.
Yeah.
Hey yo, CJ, one other thing, ain't the deal up between Golden Boy and DAZN at the end of the month?
I think they wanted. Didn't they rework a deal? Yeah, I think they reworked. They came to an agreement where they was close to. Hold on. Yeah, it was. That was talking about they was close to coming to an agreement.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check.
I guess Oscar realized that money that his dreams of going to Triller ain't worth it.
So it says that the Golden Boy. Hold on. It says that they set for a 3-year extension. They said it's getting closer. It never got done.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yo, one other thing, just to change gears for a minute. What Stephen Fulton? Is it me or is it me or is it just that he's just big as hell to be at 122 and should be moving up?
Could be. If he ain't got no problem making the weight. I mean, Figueroa was big as shit too.
Yeah, he is. But I'm saying though, I'm looking at them and I'm like, them dudes could easily, they move up to 126, maybe have a fight, and then they could go to 130.
I mean, they could. It's all about getting as many belts as you can.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's about getting as many belts as you can, bro. And
Fulton talking about making business decisions.
Well, he said he's trying to go for undisputed.
Yeah.
Can't really knock that.
No. But if he do get it, okay, then it's time to break. Then yeah.
Yeah, he could move up. I mean, shit, he might just feel comfortable there. Some guys don't never move up.
I don't. I mean, Donaire said that his lifestyle outside of the ring is conducive to him staying at the lower weights.
He's small naturally. He's small naturally. So if you eat right, he can him and Rigondeaux ain't big at all. So it's another end with Ruiz. So we talked about you got opinion on the Jake Paul numbers, 65K being reported.
Man, that shit, man. It bombed. I wouldn't pay for that shit. That wouldn't surprise me.
It was a last minute thing, so what did they expect? I mean, it was like, they were promoting that fight. Like what, a couple of days before the fight, they sit there.
Probably been worse with the English muffin. Nobody know who he is. Yeah, probably would have been worse.
Yo, Pete, and let me say this, CJ. All these people talking about you ain't black because you gonna boycott. You want to talk about boycotting that bullshit pay-per-view that they trying to fleece boxing fans for Spence and Ugas. Man, the hell with them. I'm not paying for it either.
So people think a boycott like we just not gonna talk about it and watch it. No, we gonna watch it. I'm just not gonna pay allegedly to watch it.
Right.
Well,
exactly.
Me personally, I think it's a good fight. I mean, I don't mind watching it. Okay, but I can understand why people want to boycott it. I get it. I mean, I understand people just tired of Spence ducking, and they're tired of him getting away with his ducking. Okay,
it's enabled. His fans is enabling.
Yeah, like it's like I just heard one of his fans out there, one of his fanboys out there talking about, well, Canelo do the same thing, and Canelo's been doing this and he's been doing that for years. Nobody has said about Canelo. Canelo's making business moves. He's playing chess. No, he's ducking. Canelo is a duck. Mm-hmm. Not only is he a duck, he's a duck that keep popping dirty. Okay, so he's a dirty duck. Okay. And so now you're telling me you want Errol Spence to be like that?
But hold on, not even just that, man. That nigga, he at least got in the ring with like Lara, Trout. Who else he got in the ring with? Triple G took his time. I mean, he got in the ring, Kodo. I mean, Errol Spence don't have those names. And if he was on that level, he would be getting the beneficiary of more A-side shit, like scorecards.
Errol Spence never popped dirty, bro.
I mean, at the end of the day, he did pop dirty.
I think you want about Spence.
But I'm saying, but he's not the A side like they make him. Like he's not like Canelo. Canelo can dictate the ring size. Canelo can dictate the scorecards. You can't put them niggas in the same category.
I don't get it, man. The guy popped dirty, and I don't get it. I mean, this guy. Anyway, I don't see where all the respect is coming from. I mean, if a guy is a cheater, he's a cheater.
But it's a narrative. Right. It's a narrative. A lot of people get twisted up in the media, bro. I remember I used to watch ESPN, and the story my granddad didn't like to watch it. He said, "You'll understand when you get older. You see the racial undertones. You see how they pushed up. Only the people who are not naive to see it, you can call it. The media chooses who they want to push and who they don't want to push. That's a fact."
And they put not just the media. You got boxing.
But they are conditioned by the media, bro. If they say Errol, and Errol giving interviews, Errol, they go on this condition, bro. It's like a subliminal, bro. That's exactly what it is. It's just a subliminal.
But this is also Al Heyman's work behind the scenes too. Let's not forget that, because they mystify him as this great black businessman, all those shit. And,
he's a businessman.
He's a businessman. Right.
He's not black. It's not black.
Right, yeah. No, I'm with you. Like I said, because capitalism is capitalism. It ain't, that's what it is. And TBE, I'm with you on the issue with Canelo, you being a cheater and steroids. But I want to say one thing too in relation to Spence. There's been speculation that Spence has been on steroids. And if I'm Crawford and they ask and even if they ever fought, if I'm Crawford, I want Vada tested.
No, you can't just do it for 12 weeks. You gotta do that shit for at least a year?
Okay.
At least 8 or 9 months, because if they do last minute fights, right? They do 6-8 week fights. Think about it. How can I test for 6 to 8 weeks? You can flush it out.
Do some of that.
You can flush it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Stephen Bremen and J-Rock asked for 8 to 9 months. It really should be year round, but like I said before, it's a lot of money coming out your pocket. They don't even pay for the fighter's hotel. That shit come out their pocket when they go for the fights. So I get it. Yeah, I didn't know that shit neither till Ishe Smith. He revealed like some old paper. Yeah, the fighters, the promoter don't pay for shit. Maybe the insurance arena, they have to pay for the hotel room out their pocket. Yeah, he posted a old little slip he wrote on, man, a couple months ago. He posted it on social media, on Twitter to be exact. And he revealed that they don't even pay for their hotel room. So shit, it's greasy.
Wow.
Yep, you don't have insurance or nothing. Shannon Sharp say, NFL don't have lifetime insurance. Shannon Sharp say
they don't.
He said he paid 30 G's out of his pocket a year for insurance. That shit crazy. He said, "I heard about the PPV. We just talked about it."
The NFL got the weakest players union, and they bought that shit. I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard about a lot of football players, man, who have had injuries throughout their careers, man. When their career is over, oh man, they really.
When Trump got into office, they went from a non-profit to a profit. Yep. So and then also too, man, they take all that fine money and give it to charities, allegedly, put it into a player's pot for insurance.
The NFLPA got to get on that.
I don't know, boy. He's a John Gruden. One dude, John Gruden. He was racist towards Morris Smith. He is a whipping boy, though. That's a fact.
Well, hold up. Not just that, but think about it. Think about what DeMaurice Smith, the owners pushed DeMaurice Smith onto the NFLPA.
Yep. Did.
You don't that you know they
It's
didn't know who he
conflict
was.
of interest.
Yeah,
it is a conflict. He said, "Who you got, Sergio Martinez all time? It's a fair fight. It's Sergio." I answered that. If there were a fighter for Eddie whoever pays Kambosos fight, it'll put Devin on pound for pound list. Johnson Slide hit the like button. Pound for pound sports entertainment. Check his channel out. He said, "Bud ain't shit without Bob. He can't negotiate them. No network wants to put him, but PBC. He got to go to Al. All he did was put himself on the shelf. How did he put himself on the shelf? He was on the shelf all last year with Bob. You forgot that? He only fought once last year with Bob. How you know he don't know how to negotiate? How you know? Are you there?
Man, these people want him to pay. They forget that this is prize fighting. Terrence Crawford is a professional. He and they
what Errol
negotiated,
bro?
Nothing.
What Earl negotiated, bro? That's all I want to know.
Not a damn thing.
At all.
Not a damn thing.
We know for a fact that Bud might be headed to MCK Global. He at least gonna get paid over in Dubai.
I mean, yep. I wonder if these people actually look at the contracts that's been, look at the contracts that Al Heyman writes. Man, them contracts is just as bad as what Bob Arum had.
360 deals, non-disclosure agreements, allegedly. What else you got? He take a lower percentage. He takes a 10 to 15% percentage to have more power. You can't do nothing in the boxing ring without him signing off on it. You can talk shit about Bob all day. You can talk about Bob all day. You can call Bob whatever you want to call him. Bob Arum. He only shelves you for legal issues when you don't want to do something. And he wants you to do, or you want at the end of your contract. When people say, "Oh, Crawford signed back to Bob," he had no other choice. Or he wasn't gonna get the Jose Benavidez fight. He was gonna shit on the shelf and had to go through legal issues. So y'all be talking about stuff that y'all don't even know about.
That contract is better on the contract. The guy,
yeah.
I mean, he was getting paid. He was getting penalty money if he didn't get a big fight. If they don't give him the fight he wants, every year he's getting an extra $1 million. I mean, that kind of contract. I mean, why the hell would you want to walk away from a contract like that? I mean, really, I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? None of those guys got a contract like that. Okay.
Hold on, real quick. I mean, go ahead. I'm gonna address this comment. Go ahead. You got it, Metro.
If you look at PBC's contracts, one of the things in there, it expressly states that the fighters are also can be are compelled to do personal services. That means if Al Heyman tell the Charlos, y'all got to appear somewhere,
Oh, that's why they be going to the fights.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want to know something else too? When they go to the fights, some of the A-list or B-list or C-list or celebrities, they told if Top Rank comped them, they can't talk to the media, the new media, or some of the media. They can't do interviews with you. If you're a guest at Top Rank, you can't do interviews. So if they comp you, a lot of times they say you can't do these interviews at all.
One of the points that that Oscar De La Hoya's lawyers attacked Bob Arum's contract that he attacked De La Hoya's contract that he signed with Top Rank was the whole issue of personal services. It's like, wait a minute, I'm here to fight, and I didn't, and how can I do personal services and fight? I'm either a fighter or I'm doing personal services. You can't have it both ways. His lawyers attacked that, and they lost, and some other thing, and they lost.
And the way he got it, and they attacked him, if I believe, about the Muhammad Ali Act. But he says PBC as a TV show. He's very smart. He's a Harvard businessman, and Bob is a lawyer and still can't fuck with him.
Bob got into boxing.
Yeah, with my man.
Speak on it.
My man's what's my man's name?
John King.
No, my man's with Ali Herbert. Didn't he take the man down?
The candidates sent Bob into boxing to clean it up. That was his job. He was a lawyer. He
Who?
was supposed to go in there and clean up boxing. Bob Errol.
Who sent him? Who sent him? You said
Kennedy.
Oh, all the corruption in the mob and shit.
No, he was supposed to go in there and clean up boxing. That was his job. And look what happened.
Well, shit.
Well, there was a dude named Herbert Muhammad that was doing main events.
You can't meet.
He did finesse him out of his company. He turned it to top rank. He did.
You can't beat them, join them, Bob. Yeah.
But hold on. He said Errol ain't got a box ever again in his life. Blood looking to retirement fight because he got. No, he don't got to pay. Bob, what are you talking about? If Errol didn't have to fight again, he flew through a car window. Why you fighting, bro?
Right.
Why is he fighting, bro? Come on, man, get out of here, man. Come on, man. I ain't got time for it, bro. Y'all niggas with y'all wrenches ain't doing y'all jobs. That nigga out of here, man. How you know that nigga ain't got to fight again? We said, well, Holyfield made way more money without inflation than him, and he still got to fight. So what that mean? Chris Arreola been on the out damn near day one. Why the fuck he still fighting?
Right.
So come on, man. I mean, did Andre Berto retire? He talking about he was contemplating going to MMA. Come on, if Floyd can retire off his money, why he still fighting? He talking about doing an exhibition over what he say in Dubai. If you still fighting to make a living,
Floyd is still young. He's not that old. I mean,
this shit, get out of it, man. Come on, if you still fighting to make a living, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
If you still fighting, it ain't like, man, it's basketball players who can literally still play basketball who retire because it ain't worth putting a hurt on your body. You take a punishment for a bag when you can make a bag. That's like LL still rapping and not doing movies. If you can switch the hustle and be more lucrative in it.
What is Mayweather doing?
He fight. He fight. Get out of here. If you still taking punches to the head for a living, bro, that don't sound too financially secure to me. It don't sound like you got a lot of investments to me.
Floyd is cash poor.
And then you look at George Foreman. Foreman did come back, but I think he had a grill before he came back. He did have some money issues, but it is what it is, man. We seen niggas fumble billions of dollars with inflation in boxing. Mike Tyson probably is a billionaire with inflation today. He's literally a fucking billionaire. Holyfield is right behind him. And he lost all his money, bro. And Mike Tyson people love Mike Tyson. So now Mike Tyson is worth $200 million again, I hear, with the right investments and all that.
Yeah, the biggest weed seller in California, probably.
Yeah, you think about it. He made that all off of being a character, bro. He did that off of being a character, bro, and it was his persona.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tyson was
Evander.
Mike Tyson was fighting in the street.
Mm-hmm.
Let me fight Mitch Green in the street.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson was, man. Even when Mike Tyson went to jail, women and niggas still loved him.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tyson was a superstar, bro.
Evander Holyfield Evander Holyfield was a dude named Ken Sanders that he had known, and he was supposed to be this business consultant, this dude he was in business with. Man, Ken Sanders was robbing Holyfield without a gun. I mean, what's some white boys that robbed
Mike Tyson after custom auto pass? Two white guys robbed Tyson. I forget their name.
Mm-hmm.
Holyfield used to pay $1 million to get his grass cut for a year. Rick Ross is a better businessman. He bought that house and Rick Ross cut it himself. He said, "I'm not paying $1 million to cut my grass. I'm the boss." I went down to John Deere, and I told them what I had to do. They gave me the best John Deere for the job. I get out there with my shirt off. I cut my grass. Yeah, I mean, that's the difference between, it could be something that's so simple as $1 million to cut your grass and doing it yourself. Nigga got 12 kids. Somebody better get up. 5 of them better get out there and cut that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, at the end of the day, man, a lot of these guys, like I remember when Stallone, he had bought a house in Florida for $20 million back in the day, and he was never there, right? Because he's running around doing movies. He's never at the house. You paid $20 million for a house. You're never there. You gotta pay upkeep. You gotta pay
management company.
It's stupid, man.
Utilities.
Why would you do that?
Like a rapper literally should have at the most as a condo. That's it. And if you got to record in New York, have one near Atlanta. It's just, Nelly had a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? He always have some type of money because he sold so many records. But you know what I'm saying? When you living fast, man, financial literacy is Rick Ross and 50 Cent had brains. You got to be able to switch the hustle up, bro. Especially as a rapper. The rapper's shelf life is shorter than the NFL player's shelf life.
Man,
NFL player's shelf life is 2.5 to 3 years. A rapper lucky if he hot for 2 years consecutively.
And if you're a running back, yeah, you bet you that shelf life is that shit. The day you get drafted, that shelf life, that window, that clock starts with no. I mean,
it starts when you start carrying the ball and popping Warner.
Yeah, that's that too.
And then you're giving these dudes 1-year contracts and they not fulfilling them now. I mean, you're giving them second deal contracts and Ezekiel Elliott and McCaffrey making them look bad, getting injured. What y'all think about Dillian White asking for the $10 million according to Bob?
Oh, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for asking for $10 million. And Bob Arum got a hard on for Eddie Hearn, and plus Bob don't want to pay he don't want to pay fighters their value anyway. And all this, and so what Bob Arum also has done is said, well, we got other options out there. But see, they need, the WBC making Dillian White the mandatory. They're gonna make the deal. They're gonna want to make the deal. I mean, because
you guys are heavyweight.
But the WBC got to come up with a split, and they have yet to come up to a split for the purse bid. So they come up with a split. They dragging their feet on the split. Then now they open up the books and determining your split. So I mean, like I said, but White, he doing what he do. You don't start and say, "Well, I want $5 million." No, you start with the highest number.
That's right. That was the thing that perplexed me about Caleb Plant fighting Canelo. How is it that you gonna have these people talk about, well, $10 million is not enough, is not a lot to ask for? I'm like 15 to 20. He really should have got 15.
That's a lot of money though, especially when you don't generate it. I heard they only did like what they say 200,000-300,000 buys at 500,000 actually.
Oh, okay.
They got advertisement too. Al Heyman get paid through his advertisements or some shit like that. And ESPN was trying to mimic that with Bob Arum, but they didn't know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So but my thing is too, man. I mean, ask for your money. But in the UK, can they generate that on Anthony Joshua? Is the question.
Yeah, I think put it this: if Fury fights Dillian White in London, I think that'll be a draw.
That's a big money fight, man. Yeah, that's a big. They
talking about Manchester.
Well,
this Fury last fight.
His last fight
on Top Rank, yeah.
So he need to get the hell away from Frank Warren and Bob Arum because them motherfuckers they lowball they lowball the shit out of him. And then if I'm him, I'm like, let me go on and let's give him whatever this split is. Let's give him this $10 million. Let's get this fight over with, and then he can go. He figured 2 fights with Usyk, 2 fights with AJ, and he can go retire.
Yeah, I do one apiece. Get the fuck out of Dodge.
That too. Okay.
They had to pay me. They had to pay me so much money to get back in the ring, brother. They offered Larry Holmes so much money to get beat by Mike Tyson. Holmes in his prime, he'd have destroyed Mike Tyson's ass.
Yes, he would have. Yes,
that's elementary. You take some shit from Shavers, nigga, on the chin, man.
Yo, people talk about Deontay Wilder, how he got this unprecedented power. Deontay Wilder didn't hit harder than Shavers.
Man, Norton cracked too. He should have been a world champ. He was a world champ. Didn't he win the title?
Yeah,
he did win. Yeah.
Hey,
them niggas back in the day just was born too soon, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, they had better teachers back then too, all the way around. Like you look at professional sports, who got the best teachers still? Maybe tennis players, baseball players. It got to be between tennis, baseball, and football. American football. I don't know about soccer. It got to be between one of them. Because basketball ain't worth the food stamp.
I say baseball only because
the lineage.
You got to start early. Well, you start all of them. You got to start early, but baseball, when you look at what it takes. If you're a pitcher and you got the athletics, but you still gotta know how to locate. You got to develop.
Take care of your
locate
arm.
pitches. Oh yeah, take care of the arm, and you got to and let me say this: all franchises are not created equal in baseball for that.
Mm-hmm. I was talking to my cousin today, bro. He plays Division II football. And I was like, man, why you stick to baseball? My uncle was like, you know how I go to racist shit. And it do be like that though. I said, shit.
Baseball.
He's
Baseball.
6'5", 255 right now. He don't look 255. So I mean, he said a lot of racist shit.
What was he playing? What position was he
I
playing?
didn't even ask him. I'm not sure I had to ask him, but he chose football. I told him that's a hard life. He says my uncle said there was a lot of racial stuff going on and shit. I get it.
Them race, because the baseball, if you play in college or you go to the small in them small towns, man, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel him. Oh, my man's that was with Randy Moss. He said they kicked him off the team for a joint. He said he cried, man. He said he was crying on. You ever seen Rand University on 30 for 30 ESPN?
Yeah, I saw it.
That nigga was crying, bro. You just look at that nigga like, man, one mistake can destroy your future. One good deed might not even make your future.
Well,
reputation can be. Yep. Go ahead.
If you got Scott Boras as your agent in baseball,
well, he was a minor league player at the time.
Well, no, but I'm saying if you a prospect, a hot prospect, man, Scott Boras gonna get you paid. He's
a monopoly.
That money gonna get you through. That money gonna get you through. If you really good, you come through the minors.
He's a monopoly.
Shit.
That's what it is. They're not gonna call it a monopoly. But I had a homie. He graduated from UAD Jesus, an all boy, real expensive private school. He became when I first out of high school. The Tigers made him a $2.5 millionaire or a millionaire, something like that. He had $1 million in his pocket when he graduated.
Mm-hmm.
He had $1 million. He was white though. He had $1 million. On for real.
Shit, I mean, but think about it. Remember Ricky Williams that played for Texas? He was a running back and then played for New Orleans. Yo, he played baseball. He got drafted by a team, and when he wasn't playing college football, man, he played in the summer. Man, they gave him a big signing bonus. That's how he bought his mother her first house. He paid cash. They gave him a signing bonus for like $1 million. He bought a house cash for his mother.
And Bo Jackson should have kept playing that shit.
Yeah.
That nigga's a myth. But his myths are real.
Bo was a phenomenal athlete. Dude.
That nigga ran up the wall. I look like, what?
Yo, but I tell you though, with the money that's in boxing now, if these dudes will get it together, and I mean, they need to either buy or create a organization and have a belt, and then set the ceiling for pay, I bet you you may not have a whole lot of big stars, sign with them at first, but trust and believe me, you'll have enough of these guys that will be part of this organization because they're gonna see, they're gonna see this is better than where I'm at now.
They don't have the dates. They don't have dates no more. That's why they should have to work together, but nobody wanted, Bob tried to be the bigger man with Al. And Al was like, no, man. But if they use each other's dates, they would have enough dates and they would be active. They don't have the dates.
Mm-hmm.
I love to hear the number of Saturday regular Showtime pay-per-view. How many cards it's been? In Fox, I think Fox they just barely fulfilled the Fox card. That's another thing with White Magic Vito Melanecki Jr. They had to get that fight in to get the extension on the contract.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they put it on Christmas because they needed one more fight to extend the contract.
Man, listen, that dude is not as good as a lot of people want to hype him up to be. And I seen some. I mean, he got huge holes in his fight game, and
he's a kid though, man. Hopefully he get it together.
He's a kid, right? I give you that. He's only 19.
Joey Spencer looked a lot better. Look a lot better.
He looking better, but Joey, but him too. When he come up against the better competition at 154.
Well, you got to probably at least 2 or 3 years before that happened. 21. So it might look like a whole different division then.
Yo, let me ask you something about Gary Antoine Russell. He's fighting at 140. I think he's at what, 13, 14 fights? Maybe 15?
Yeah.
When do y'all see him moving to 147? Because I think
when Gary Russell when his brother get on his knees and apologize to Al Heyman.
Well, hold up. Let me
and
say
kiss
this.
the ring.
I know from
Damn, CJ.
folk,
That's your thoughts?
Nah, legitimately, bro.
What's up, Henry? How you doing, man?
What's up?
Them legit thoughts. Did you hear the interview he did?
I watched the interview numerous times. We know them infamous words. We know we don't got to remind
he
nobody.
said, "Fuck all that, Slim." He said, "When the shots fired, security guards hit the ground. They leave."
Look,
I mean, it's frustration. Go ahead.
I heard. I've taught. It's a boxing trainer that I know of that knows them, the family, starting with the father. Now, the father is the one that got the relationship with Al, and that's how they signed. And he took all the, him and the sons to Al Heyman. So the father is the one directing the traffic since Gary did whatever he did with Al, which is why he still gets that one fight a year. But Gary Antoine is a whole nother thing. And I mean, he a whole nother. I mean, he just fight. I look at him and I'm saying, if they need to, they gonna have to do one or two things. They're gonna have to press Al to make 4 fights a year, or they're gonna have to break up out of there to get
I know for a fact they can't break up out of there. At least not the older one. Not Gary. I know for a fact he can't break out of there. If he could, he would have signed with Eddie right now. If he could, he'd be gone. So it ain't. I mean,
no,
at the end of the day,
Gary Russell Jr.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, they're family.
Yeah.
They're family.
Yeah.
He might have messed it up for everybody because they pushed some Boots and he ain't even on PBC.
Yep.
And he beat Boots in the amateurs a couple of times.
But that don't mean nothing.
I mean, yeah, it do. I mean, at the end of the day, he has the amateur pedigree. They should be pushing their own fighter over somebody else's fighter.
Popularity's gonna get them further than, I beat you 4 years ago.
I mean, who more pop? I mean, Jerron Ennis wasn't more popular than him before we see him on Showtime.
He is tonight.
He is because Showtime is putting him on there, bro. He do interviews. That's fucked up, bro. You ain't putting your own fighter on over old boy.
But is Gary Antoine Russell doing interviews?
I mean, I'm gotta catch him, I guess. But my thing is,
gotta catch him. Okay.
He fought once in the last 2 years.
That's crazy. He's 25 years old too, man.
Yeah, he just turned 25 in June. He fought once.
He beat the guy AB beat.
He fought once in May. He fought once in 2020. He fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He fought 5 times 2019.
Then he only fought once this year, right?
And once last year, because of COVID.
Because I think I'm looking at him and I'm like, if he progresses, man, in a year or two, I'll try to match him against Conor Benn.
He got just as many knockouts as Virgil Ortiz, don't he? Virgil got 4 more, I believe.
I think Virgil has 17 fights now.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, he got 14 fights with all knockouts.
Yeah.
So Virgil got 18 with all knockouts. So and they got basically the same build. Virgil 5'10", 70 inch. He 5'10", 70, 69 inch, and he a southpaw. Ortiz is
this is a big kid compared to his older brother.
He's huge, bro. He is huge. That dude. That's why I say he got to go to 147.
You gotta ask yourself, what did he do to make this nigga so mad?
I don't know what Gary Russell Jr.
But before Gary even started violating on them interviews, Gary was still fighting 1 time a year, not fighting the people he was calling out. So before Gary went out here and violated, he was already on this pace. So there's something that happened before we know.
No, I guess he lost along. He was active before he fought Lomachenko, and then he got the hand issues too.
But Loma beat him 7 years ago. No, 5 years ago.
Boxing Logistic United in the super chat, # peace and pugilism to Goodfella panel chat. My boy Jordan say Jake Paul keep up with them numbers. He gonna get a Canelo fight, laugh out loud. But
what was those numbers? What was those numbers?
65K. We already talked about it. 65K.
That's all right.
But yeah, whatever he did, man. I mean, I don't know what he did. I guess The way he be talking reckless, I mean, I guess Al, you know, them niggas take shit personal. You heard it.
Right, that's what he did. Gave it the top rank.
Not even just that, bro. It's the fact that
gave the belt the top
but
rank.
Mickey Bay said it the best. They shelved him because he had an issue with Floyd like cousin, and with my man that was managing him. And Floyd shelved him over
the dude
that.
who was robbing him, robbing him blind.
Hell yeah, that man, he different than me. I'd have had the whole Cleveland up there, man.
Look, man. Yeah. I mean, and the thing is that I mean, I get Mickey Bay. You know, probably sees that. You know, I guess he feels like him and Floyd are friends. But I'm sorry. There's no way you're gonna. There's no way that I'm gonna let that cloud the fact that Floyd knew that his cousin was robbing me blind and wasn't in no position to do nothing about it. No, I can't go. I can't get down like that. You know,
it is what it is. That's type of shit I can't separate personal from business. When you do me shicey like that, bro, and then you clap a nigga, then you got to go to jail over it, man. But shit, that's highway robbery. And they put the legal terminology in the way, man. That's why I say, man, get a couple. If your family can't hustle up a couple dollars, get you a lawyer, man. Stop signing these 360 deals,
please.
If you ain't got enough money to get a lawyer, bro, I don't know. You know, niggas in the pen read up and become better lawyers than actual public defenders. So crack the book open and read. You see what I'm saying? Crack that book open and read.
And then some of these dudes got to stop being so. I mean, I take somebody like Shakur Stevenson. Shakur come out the amateurs. The best deal on the table was Bob Arum top rank because. You know, I mean, hell.
Floyd said Floyd didn't come up with proof of funds.
Right. He was right, and Floyd probably didn't have the money that he needed, and he and you know, top rank with the infrastructure they got, you know, Shakur get out there fighting. He got his family out the hood. You know,
he was making more than Jamel Charlo was. I remember more than Jamel Herring was as a champion. Yep. So I mean, he had the best, and then they just signed a whole U.S. 2020 supposed to be 20, but 21 Olympic team, men's team. They just signed a whole roster. With my man's Keyshawn Davis, his brother. You know, they signed him the heavyweight. They signed everybody. You know, Al Heyman couldn't get one.
The reason why he couldn't get them is it's not because these guys don't want to be there. Bob Arum make people feel like they up next. PBC is a TV show. Bob Arum will purposely get you fights. Jared Anderson is a clear example of that.
Hello. Yep.
True. You know how to build talent up too.
Jared Anderson just fought on Wilder Fury 3 and came back again. Y'all know that, right?
He was trying to. He was doing the same. I mean, you see
There's
some of the same
way.
action with Edward Berlanga, who really need to be working on his craft because. I mean,
he needs to become a boxer because he's not become a boxer, but he needs to jab more. Stop looking for the home run.
Who you talking about again?
Berlanga. That's what he just said.
No, he just need to slow down. Take your time.
That's what we just said. That's what I just said. No more home runs.
He got exposed.
It's not that he got exposed. He looking like a one-trick pony.
Yep. Right. You know, listen to Tyron Rozier. I mean, if he just slow down and pick his shots, and change his speeds up, he'd be a great fighter, bro. He'd be a champion. He got the tools.
If somebody moves out of the way of his punches all over, he's going to fight people that's going to move into his punch and get, you know.
That's because he load up.
If you want to be the next David Lemieux, go ahead. But guess what?
That's exactly what he trending to. He ain't even punch like Lemieux.
Yeah. He trying to be the next David Lemieux, except he forgot one thing. David Lemieux don't throw bombs at 1 minute and 50 seconds left of the first round. You do.
He got caught up in the hype.
He gonna run into a boxer
that's gonna give it to him.
All you gotta do is touch him. A good jab and just touch him.
Know who would be bad for him? Anthony Sims. Somebody like Anthony Sims will really be bad for Berlanga right now.
Steven Stokely Nelson said he was begging for that fight.
He know he ain't getting that fight.
Yeah.
First time he run into a real boxer, it's over for Berlanga. Everybody knows that.
Anthony Sims.
It's over. I mean, yeah, he gonna be singing. They're gonna be singing. They're gonna be singing the hook from that is overhook from off of Benny the Butcher and Conway and them.
Oh
It's over,
yeah. Then Bob signed all the medal winners. He did. My bad. He signed all the medal winners. Yep.
man. But shoot. I mean, like I said, Berlanga,
Berlanga, like you talking about baseball, he like a pitcher who don't know to change the speed of his shots. This does pitches. Who don't know how to do a change up or don't know how to take something off of. He just think throwing hard is,
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Know why it's like that? Because in the amateurs, some refs, certain referees, when they referee in the fight, when they in the ring with you, they see you doing all that effort and swinging hard. They'll give you an 8 count just because you just gave him 5 seconds of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. That's why they took boxing away out the Olympics too. In the next Olympics.
Well, they figured out boxing is a
corruption. This is just unexplainable.
If people in here don't know, but if you was a boxer, let's say you was a boxer as a teenager, when you hit 18 years old, if you're not top 3 in your state, if you're not fighting your way to get on these national teams, your trainers will say, don't waste that extra year with them. Let's go pro. Because they know with the shit you about to get into, there's a lot of underground fights that happen at the Olympics that don't count. Like you probably got 3 fights in a back room on a fucking wrestling mat that don't even count just to make it to the Olympic stage. All of that stuff like that, if you're not a highly touted guy, it's just taxing on your body.
Have any of you guys went to like a ballroom boxing? Have you ever seen any like on local circuits?
I've never seen ball.
Yo, man, a friend of mine was fighting. He was fighting. He had turned pro. He was fighting on that little circuit, and he beat a couple of dudes. But then they put him in there with a dude who weighed more than him, and he got beat. He was touching him, and that was the end of that. But there'd be so many mismatches in the ballroom boxing, dude. I'm like, how do they say? I'm like, this boxing got to get its stuff together because there's no reason for some of the matches that get made on that level. I mean,
remember my man's? I was on the hooker Sacedo undercard.
Mm-hmm.
And my man's that didn't belong in there. He had the blue trunks on.
Yeah, that black guy. That looked real crazy.
And then girl fought that girl not too long ago who didn't know what she was doing.
Estrada, she fought a bartender who was 5-0 in bar fights. Like she was getting sanctioned fights in the neighborhood. She was a bartender and she was basically fighting girls from other bars. 5-0. And Estrada give her a title fight and cook her in 15 seconds.
I just let you know women need more depth. So-called Nelson is a real. When I met him and Raquel Miller in San Diego at a gym, arena gym like 5 years ago, he was giving me pointers on the Philly shell. Shout out to Steve.
Cachet.
Yeah, he a good fighter too, man. He said, they were saying his name for Berlanga, then they changed their mind, obviously.
Remember they were saying they won Jacobs for Berlanga? Whatever happened to that noise?
Right.
He might get Jacobs right now while y'all bullshitting.
No, I don't know if Jacobs would get in the ring.
No, Jacobs. Hey, look, bro. Jacobs looked terrible versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. That was a terrible fight, bro.
Jacobs looked worse.
John Ryder might be a live dog while y'all bull jiving.
Against who?
Danny Jacobs.
Of course.
Yeah.
He tried to fight Joe Smith Jr., man. I would have went to that.
Jacobs wanted Joe Smith Jr.?
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Upper room.
I would have went to that.
Upper room.
Joe Smith Jr., man.
Joe Smith Jr. was sending him to the upper room.
He probably think he can he seen the way old boy outboxed him last fight. He really beat Joe Smith Jr. though. So he probably looking like, bro, I have more weight on me. I probably absorbed punishment a little bit. I probably just got to keep moving away from his power hand. He probably thinking like that too. He looking up at the lights.
Is Anthony Yard is he any good, or is he just good fighting in the UK?
No, he beat the dude who beat him. He stopped him, but he gonna
Lyndon
fight
Arthur.
He's gonna fight the winner of Joe Smith Jr. and this next guy.
But one thing I could tell you about Anthony Yard, even though he wasn't, they just threw him in there with Kovalev. him and Kovalev went to war, so he got my respect. But
He just didn't go to the body. Had he went to the body, we'd have a different narrative.
and the reason why he didn't go to the body is because remember, lines in the camp, we don't spar. We just have our mid man throw combos.
That was false. They was sneaking over to America sparring
For the Kovalev fight.
The whole time they were sneaking over to America sparring.
Man,
Yeah, that wasn't true.
I don't understand how he didn't go to the body.
Bro, it would have been over with, bro. Well,
Not over with. Kovalev wouldn't have hung with him.
Yeah, Andre Ward. It took him 2 times to figure it out.
Yeah, but the difference is Andre Ward was a total package fighter. Yard was in there only going to the head. That's why Kovalev hit him with a jab to set him down. You wound up, you lean forward.
I wouldn't say that's the difference. I just think that he had a higher IQ. He just knew to touch him.
Why couldn't the corner say go to the body and install that? Go to the body.
Better be able to go to the body and left for a while neither, bro.
I know. I remember that fight. I watched that fight vividly. You could hear the coach, trainer, and the friends screaming lines in the camp. Every time you scream that, you could have screamed to go to the body because it was echoing off of the arena to a camera that's nowhere near, then to my phone. So that means every time you doing your chant, you can say go to the body.
You're right. You're right.
Yo, what's preventing David Benavidez from moving up to 175? Too much competition up there.
Better be
yeah.
Who's at 175 on top on who's at 175 at PBC?
Look. Marcus Brown said that didn't matter. He said he was destroying the narrative. Then Sean Porter said that was Better BF is an easy fight for Canelo. Canelo beat him easy.
Who said that, Sean?
Yeah, Sean said that.
Sean also got to understand, just because he feel that way, don't mean Canelo feel that way.
Right.
Because if Canelo felt that way, Canelo would have fought Better BF after cooking Kovalev. It was only right.
He said that, Marcus Brown abandoned his game plan. He stopped moving. I said, there was a reason he stopped moving.
Oh, no, he didn't stop moving. Better BF realized, I'm losing fight. Time to cook. I can't lose to Monkey Boy with weird beard. I have real beard.
No, that nigga he cut the ring off with that nigga without throwing a punch. I knew it was over.
I told you that when Canelo fought Plant, if you ever see that happen in a boxing match, just know the fight's over whenever the guy that's cutting the ring off without punching wants it to be. That's like a little hidden rule about boxing. You get the ring cut off without him punching you, he know he could do whatever he wants with you.
Benavidez looked up there and seen, who is Better BF? Guys, run some tape. He said, hell no, I'm gonna make this weight. I'm gonna make this shit. We gonna make this shit.
He said, how do you type in Better B? Oh, just type 75 champion.
Look, there's no easy fight for a title there, bro.
What, a 75?
For him, there's no easy fight
for him. No, for Benavidez, he has a better chance of beating Bevo or Joe Smith Jr. than.
Nigga, the thing about Joe Smith, nigga, he hit to hurt too.
It's not that he hit the hurt, is that he will. I don't know how much he could deal with what Benavidez do.
You can't walk to that nigga neither, bro. You can't just walk to him, bro. He's going to catch you.
Well, Benavidez style, we all said it itself. He ain't fighting properly for a lot of people.
Yeah, people just keep turning him. That's all people gonna do is keep throwing the same combinations, turning them. It's gonna be up to him to push Bevo back, but that's easier said than done.
Because of course,
Bevo just
don't want to fight. He don't want to fight Better BF either.
Would you?
No.
All right, let me ask you this. If it was for your biggest payday at 75,
I don't know.
Are you fighting Better BF as an inactive fighter? Yo,
look, I'm trying to go to cruiserweight and see what that Bridgerweight, what that hit for. I'm not trying to fight that motherfucker.
Because that's the thing. It's like if you inactive and you take that fight against him,
and he's active now this year.
He did too this year.
You just don't know how. I mean, man, you don't know. I mean,
he retired, old boy.
He retired his homie. He retired his man's.
They probably had to put some extras on his contract because he stopped them in amateurs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame them niggas, man. Sometimes you just can't blame niggas, man. I know it sounds like I'm kind of not, I'm pushing the narrative or going against the. I don't blame them, man. I won't fight them neither.
I blame him.
It's boxing though. Boxing is styles make fights, and some dudes that just look. Put it this way, I bet you if Sugar Shane Mosley had it to do it all over again, he would have never fought Vernon Forrest.
At all. That's what got Al Heyman in the game.
I know.
Yep.
I know.
He's a real fighter, though. He's a real fighter. Or
But
he
the
want to get
thing,
Winky a shot.
but the thing is, we're in the era where losing fights hurts more to these guys than it'll ever have because of you know who. But we all know in boxing, part of becoming a great fighter, you're gonna have to beat a great fighter. You
You
just
gotta take
can't
a
have
I
like
risk.
agree.
You gotta take a risk.
you just can't
Yeah.
be out here like, yo, I'm the WBA champion.
But old boy,
I fought 2 hard fights in a 30 fight career. Like we see that.
you just gotta hope that better BF get old that night. That's pretty much what you gotta bank on.
You hoping on somebody to get old that doesn't
You just gotta hope. You just gotta hope.
that fighting style he do, you can do it as an old man. It's not based on it's not like he's Terrence Crawford or Roy Jones Jr. where you gotta have everything flowing at once.
That gotta be the selling point. You gotta
And
like,
blood
But a
don't
BF
lie.
style goes with age. It's not like other
I see what you're
people's
saying,
style.
but that's the only that's the only thing you really can go on.
Well,
Or
so
just
you
go to
gonna
his
bank on
body,
him being old and decrepit. That's what you are telling me.
or you gotta go to the body. He
Go
has
to
been
the
dropped.
you going to better BF body is asking him to throw that 4-piece.
It is what it is. You gotta take a risk.
I'm gonna show you something. Canelo keep playing around, and he fighting that dude Mabungu or Makungu.
Yeah.
Maris Breedis said, let fight me. Canelo don't want no part of that. Breedis will wax that ass. That's a big.
He really beat Usyk in my book.
But Breedis, but the thing is, Eddie Reynoso wants Canelo to fight Makabu. I don't know if this is Canelo's plan, but the thing is, Makabu is Canelo's size, and I didn't know that because I never knew who Makabu was.
Right.
I didn't know Makabu was Canelo's size. That's why Eddie wants to fight. It's like, oh, you're just a heavier 68. We got you. We got you. That's how we looking at him. And then Floyd out here saying he remember when Makabu got cooked at the Mayweather boxing gym. So
he can never say he don't know who somebody else is again. If he know Makabu, I don't want to hear that shit.
He trumped the I don't know who you are. If you know Makabu, forget it. You know everybody, G.
Yeah. He said Regis, man. He didn't know who he was.
So you mean to tell me you don't know Regis Prograis,
This
but you know Elonga.
This was when he was coming.
You know,
he's like, who have you fought? Who have you fought? Fight somebody first. That's what he told Regis.
Elonga Makabu.
It is what it is.
Man, Regis
Elonga Makabu does not fight with his lead hand up. Canelo's about to hook that boy head to the 5th row.
He gonna that fight don't go 6 rounds.
6.
It's gonna look like Canelo versus Yildirim.
And Makabu win. Oh boy.
I see it looking like Canelo versus Yildirim.
I don't blame him for not fighting Benavidez and them niggas. Why?
I blame him for not fighting Benavidez.
Y'all fight each other, bro. Y'all gonna fight each other.
What do you mean each other?
Y'all fight each other. Andrade, Charlo, y'all playing the sandbox together. Benavidez, man. And
Andrade over there about to fight the best Euro fighter you never heard of.
He moving up. He pulling out, boy. Like he ain't want no kids.
All right, then. Well.
Oh, he don't want to fight Janabek.
No, there ain't no money in it. You know, he got one fight left with Eddie. Eddie trying to look for the big payback.
Yeah. So he can resign him.
Yep.
There's no reason Demetrius should leave Eddie.
No. Should not.
Dark side.
Should not.
I am your father, Demetrius Al Heyman.
Oh no.
Over there and bust it open for
There's no reason he should leave Eddie.
Listen, Andrade will end up
on the
fucking
shelf
with Al. He'll end up like Al done some of them Cuban like some of the Cuban fighters that got treated. Trust me. Nah. Andrade needs to stay right where he at.
Eddie treat him right. Eddie get him fights. Eddie don't talk no shit.
It is what it is, man. Like I said before, man. Tell them niggas to fight each other, bro. And I think about fight y'all in 2027. Think about fight y'all in 2027.
That's the Charlo plan. I'm gonna fight good competition in 2027. Man.
I mean, like I said today, people
Man.
think tomorrow promise. It's not.
If anybody out here still looking for a Jamal Charlo fight, good luck to you, my brother. I am not. If you
Montiel,
look
the
at
trilogy coming.
Montiel 2 will be coming soon, then Montiel 3 will be next Christmas. I'll see y'all later with that, man. But
and
Jamel,
there'll be a
I'm waiting on
Montiel
anything.
4.
Yeah, damn. Yo, that
There will be
sounds hilarious.
There will be a Montiel 4. Come on, man. Y'all know it.
Yeah, Dillian White and Fury more attractive than no fights, bro. Way more attractive, bro. Because Dillian White then apparently then dog Fury in the ring. So
what? So what?
I mean, shit, it's better than watching Charlo and Andrade and Benavidez do ring around the Rosie.
No, it ain't.
Oh, it's way better than that, bro.
So you think Fury versus White is better than Charlo versus Andrade?
No, I said doing ring around the Rosie, not fighting each other.
Oh, not fighting. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
they
what
fight
y'all
each
think? What y'all think about Golovkin playing around trying to fight Murata? But I think Golovkin really trying to get these last 3 fights he owed the zone all done, and he gonna probably just go on escape to retirement.
No, he gonna fight Canelo. He gonna fight Canelo. The rumor is he gonna fight Canelo.
If I would agree with you if he was actively fighting somebody.
No, they spent $130 million on that Murata fight that got postponed.
Why don't he bring Steve Rose back from the dead and give him one more?
No, they still fighting. They still fighting in Japan.
Steve Rose, I just seen him fight somebody. Steve Rose just fought.
You was at a bar?
No, it was on TV.
No, the rumor is he gonna fight Canelo in Mexico in September. But they rescheduled the Murata fight for like March or April or some shit. But they spent $130 million American dollars on that fight. That shit happening. They spent a whole bunch of money on that fight.
So wait a minute, hold on. If they spent $130
that was a
million,
rumor, yeah.
Man, yeah, because I'm saying I'm like, wait a minute, if you gonna spend that kind of money, but the fight was supposed to be in Japan though.
It's still gonna be in Japan. Shit, they gonna make that shit work while you bullshitting.
I mean, so Golovkin gonna get more than $15 million then.
I don't know.
Because his contract with the zone.
Well, the zone, well, that's just part of it. When the zone is just the airing. They just got the network rights from America. But in Japan, you know what I'm saying? You got the gate. The gate, they probably gonna hold a lot of people. He damn near, he really half and half. Kazakhstan sit right like on the border or some shit of Russia and like Asia, like some shit like that.
Kazakhstan on the border of Russia.
Yeah, but it's right not too far from Asia neither, too. Or is it technically Asia?
It's yeah.
It's like a mixture of both. So like I said before, man, get your money, bro. I ain't mad at him, bro. I'm not. I'm just happy. I'm just happy people seeing the light on him.
Yeah, because I like I said, because Golovkin, look, when he came out and he was beating all them dudes, talking shit in Russian and other languages, I was like, okay, eventually we gonna find out what's what about with him. And I mean, so if we fight Canelo again, you know, okay, so that'll be he'll have only one more fight he owe Eddie, and he can go on about his way. You know,
he ain't even with Eddie.
He's with Tom Loeffler.
He just he got a deal through the zone. I thought he was with Eddie too.
He got his own. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
I just found that out the other day. He ain't even with Eddie.
I thought
you knew he wasn't with Eddie.
I thought it was with. He just fight on the zone. He got a
he got what you call it. Yeah, he got equity in the company.
He's with Tom Loeffler.
Well, yeah. Well, you know why though? Because his most previous fight, he was supposed to get $15 million. They ain't had the money, and so they gave him Class A stock, which was equal to about $5 to $10 million. So you know that's
talking
how
about the Deverenchenko fight, right?
Yeah, the Derenchenko fight, right? Deverenchenko fight. That's exactly what transpired.
All right, let me get out of here.
The fight he lost.
Let me get out of here, man.
Yeah. He did lose that shit, man. Yeah,
they did.
They got it. They got him.
Yeah, but I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, man.
Man,
take care.